Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing the Batman Classic TV series, Batman and Robin 2-pack. Now this is based on the Adam West Burt Ward type thing, and it includes a base, which is like a skyscraper side. Of course, it's by DC Comics, Mattel, and of course, there's on the side, we have Robin from the classic show look, Batman, of course, as well, in the cartoonish style. On top, we have the Bat Signal. On bottom, we have the miscellaneous read-ups. We have the bio on the back, and of course, we have the Batman and Robin shaking hands, of course. Same Bat channel, same Bat time, featuring Batman, Joker. We got the Riddler, Penguin, Catwoman, and Surf's Up Batman. So without any further ado, let's get Batman and Robin out of the package and see how they look. And here we have Batman and Robin out of the package. First off, let's look at their accessories. First off, it comes with a very standard rope, often used actually for putting figures in packages in smaller quantities. Pretty cool how they incorporated that. You can just throw this out, it's pretty cheap, or get a real string or whatever you want to do. But it'll work for my purposes. It's fairly bendable too, and it's sturdy, so it won't break. Next off, you got this rooftop display, which unfortunately on the wall looks a little plain, but you can open it up. It looks pretty nice, concrete-ish. Batman and Robin, of course, can stand on it quite well, and I will do a little show of how that works in a few minutes here. So, yeah, you can put little cutouts or whatever in there you want. So let's get on to the figures themselves. First off, actually, one more thing. We've got, come on, Batman, oh shoot, whatever. We got a little, oh, sorry about that. We got a little Batarang. Looks a lot like the show's Batarang. It actually survived pretty well in package. I mean, it's not that much warped, and I just fixed it there. It's got a little bit of a sparkle to it, which I don't like. But other than that, it does look pretty cool. So, first off, let's look at Robin. Of course, this being a 2-pack, you've got both Batman and Robin, which is a good starter set if you're thinking of collecting the line. And I must say, this is probably one of the best lines, just based on these two figures alone, that Mattel has ever made. So let's take a look. You got Robin's face, very good paint job on it. The skin tone looks like Burt Ward. It all matches up. You can see you got lighting up there and stuff. The cape is actually a cloth and has a bendable, moldable little cape, so if I wanted to bring it in more or if I wanted to bring it out, of course it is approximately the correct size for the show. I do like how this is a mixture of kind of the Burt Ward, and it looks like it has a little bit of the cartoonish Batman 66 elements to it as well, which is pretty cool. I think that might have been unintentional. But as you can see, the arms are all good. I would almost consider using this as a comic Robin if you're using like a Silver Age Robin, almost even over the normal Silver Age Robin. The Robin symbol is pushed up there. You got all that to it. The sculpt is quite nice. I do like it. The utility belt is nice. All the painting on it is fantastic. His leg's a little warped, but it only matters if you get him really up close. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter, but since he's going to be in dynamic poses for the most part, considering how thin his leg is, it's really quite good. I maybe would have liked if they put a little more like texture to the leg piece, but since this is actually going off of the show, I don't mind that much. I do really like the look of this guy though. Paint on him's fantastic, of course. Articulation on this guy, head can swivel. It is on a ball joint. It can't really go up and down, just how the head is shaped, but I think you could carve a little off the back and make it go higher. I personally don't care. Of course, the cape is bendable, so you can get full range of articulation. Arms are on ball hinge, bend at the elbow, swivel at the upper arm, swivel at the glove, at the hand, I should say. Abdomen has a crunch. It doesn't go very far in, but it does go out a bit. So The only real problem with this line, I generally say, is the articulation so far from what I've seen. But since they're so stocky, it and just some of the parts are pretty hindered, but not all of it. So, considering how detailed and complex these figures are, it's pretty good. You got the DC Universe Classics T-joint, the lower leg swivel, bend at the knee, and the foot joint. Alright, so there's Robin right there for you. Now let's get into the Caped Crusader himself. First off, here, let me scoot this back a little. Oops, sorry. Come on. Alright. So there we got Adam West Batman. I do like this figure a lot. As you can see, actually, the cape and cowl have the quite nice color to it. There's actually, like, it's a separate piece. That is very cool. The little tops, very show accurate. I also like how if you move the head, the cape will actually is actually under it, so it'll kind of move with it. So like if I have the head this way, the cape will go that way, showing that it's a cowl type technique to it. Of course, you can see no like detailed abdomen and stuff because Adam West wasn't the most built guy in the universe. Of course, he has a very stocky look to him, kind of like Dick Grayson. Very nice gold and yellow utility belt paint. Nothing really bleeds. The symbol is painted on, but still looks nice. Of course, the cape, like the other one, is fabric and can move quite nicely. I don't know if the whole line has fabric capes. I would assume so. But, as you can see, very nice there. Nothing really else to talk about, but the paint on this is just superb, like the Robin. And I would say the sculpt on this is almost probably better than the Robin. So articulation on this guy. Head is on a ball joint. Also, I might add that these do look superbly like their actors, Burt Ward and Adam West. Head is on a ball joint and actually moves more because it's not off the neck, but actually off the. It actually like the neck moves with it since it's a cowl. Arms are on ball hinge, swivel at the upper arm, bend at the elbow, twist the hand. I would have liked, since it's so stocky, if they had it so you could bend the hand in the opposite directions and stuff, which would also help when you're holding the rope and stuff. Abdomen crunch, legs are on the DC Universe Classics T-joint, swivel at the just over the knee, bend at the knee, a foot joint. Also, I just want to point out that the legs are kind of a glittery plastic, which actually kind of helps, kind of similar to how the show initially had them. So that is Adam West and Burt Ward as their show counterparts. So before I get into final thoughts, I thought I would show you the display. And here's how I'm going to have it displayed. So as you can see, there's my door in the background, just to put it into perspective. You've got Robin. Let's put that on flower view. As you can see, it's climbing up the building. I took these from Batman 66 #1 actually. Then on the inside there, I have a Yvonne Craig Batgirl cutout. Another cutout there. So as you can see, that is how I'm gonna have Batman and Robin displayed. Of course, just took one small nail. It's not that heavy, so you don't really need to look for a can't think of that name, a stud to put it in. So it should work just fine. Also, as you can see with the cloth cape, it also really adds to the effect. So I think this is a very cool set. Let's get into final thoughts. So final thoughts on these guys. These guys look a lot like their show counterparts. It is impressive amounts of detail. They look a lot like their actors. The paint on these figures are fantastic. The articulation works nicely. Even though some points don't work great, you still, even though for how detailed they aren't very hindered. It's very show accurate, faithful to the show. So for any fan, I definitely advise it. If you're a fan of the new comics or just Batman in general, it's definitely a figure set that you're gonna want to have. So overall, I'd probably give the Robin a 9 out of 10 and say he's probably my favorite Robin figure out there. And the Batman, I'd probably give an 8 out of 10 and say that he's one of the best Batmans out there, just sculpt and articulation wise. So thanks for watching, guys. That's all for today. And I've been a little slow on videos lately. I actually have some videos made, but I've been kind of slow at producing and bringing them out. But those will definitely be out within the next couple days. So thanks for watching, guys, and that's all for today.